Okay, got that, Ekta. Thanks very much for spelling out all the details there and giving us some perspective. 13% down on City Union Bank. Well, now let's pull back a little bit and look at one topic of conversation that's really been dominating the headlines, and that is ChatGPT. Reema has been looking at a lot of the commentary from the perspective of the stock market and the listed IT universe and what the implications could be. Reema, this will be very interesting and I want to learn more. I think it's a JPMorgan report, right?
It's a JP...
What are they saying?
Well, it's a JPMorgan report, and they're saying there are good things and bad things. So the positives of ChatGPT on technology per se, one, they're saying that code writing could be a lot more easier. All you will need is validation by an experienced programmer, but the total effort comes down significantly. So therefore, there is a big boost to productivity. And that can be retained by the IT vendors, at least in the initial space. So the positive is code writing becomes easier. Therefore, there is a boost to productivity. And secondly, they're also saying the recruitment now could be easier because, professionals or, the younger crop may find it easier to learn about coding. So recruitment could be easier, supply side situation eases. But that's the positive. On the negative, they're saying is that whenever in the past we've seen productivity benefits, companies have had to pass it on. So pricing comes under pressure. It's got a deflationary impact. So according to JPMorgan, the risk is that pricing could come under pressure. Who could be the potential winners and losers? They're saying in the Indian IT space, companies who have a high focus on training their staff, because ChatGPT will require retraining of your employees. So companies like TCS and Infosys, where the focus on retraining, on skilling is very high, could actually be best placed to navigate the entire thing.
So they'll be the winners.
They could be the potential winners compared to the rest of the IT pack.
And who's at risk? Especially since you mentioned pricing could be at risk. So in terms of companies or players?
Well, it's hard to say, right? But anyone who is not able to retrain their staff, so I guess if they've singled out TCS and Infosys as the winners, you could assume the rest of them could be under pressure. But the big risk could be pricing, because this disruption could be deflationary, and that is something that we will have to watch going ahead.
Absolutely, and we will do that. Thanks very much for that explanation.